Hey, your YouTube. Okay, first of all, my desk is crazy. Very crazy. And I'm just warning you as well, up front. My house is crazy. Okay? It's full. And so is my heart. So if you do hear background noises, that's my family life. And that's perfectly fine with me. It's okay. I've got a very loud middle child who doesn't know how to use an inside voice. And I've got grandkids who scream for their ancestors. So please just bear with my family life in the background. Right, so today, as you can see, my desk is super crazy. I wanted to do something else, and then I watched Toni's video last night, and I was so inspired by Toni that I decided that I shall do texture today. I'm going to do texture and sewing. Okay, right, but before we get on with this, I'd like to give out some shout outs. 71 subscribers, so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining my little community. I really appreciate you all. I would like to give some shout outs to Tammy from Mystic Creative Cottage and Susan from Gazaway Paper Crafting. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments, ladies. Thank you for letting me know that you're here, and yeah, welcome. Very special mentions and a big thank you to my new crafting buddies, Maggie at Journaling with Maggie and Debs at the Creative Book Shack. Guys, please head over to their channels. Go and give them some love and support as well. I just feel like the three of us have become like best buddies, best crafting buddies ever. We giving each other shout outs, we promoting each other's pages channels. Please go and give them some love as well. They are just two amazing ladies, and I just love the fact that there's three of us from completely different sides of the world who have come together through a mutual challenge, and I just feel like I got two new best buddies, and it's just so amazing. So thank you to Maggie and Debs. You guys are amazing. Like I said, from three different parts of the world, we have come together and we're supporting each other and we're loving on each other, and I think that is just so super amazing. Maggie's from the US, Debs is from the UK, I'm from South Africa, so just truly amazing. And I just wanted to send special love out to you ladies. Thank you. All right, so like I was saying, my inspiration today comes from Toni at Crafty by Toni for the texture. I just want to say thank you to her as well for showing us how to make our own texture pastes, because sometimes we can't always afford these things. So it's so nice that you can actually use household items to make your own texture paste. I am going to do the one that she did, which was corn flour. In our country we call it mazina. So I'm going to do the corn flour one, and I'm going to mix it with my gesso. I wanted to give up on the gesso. Like I mentioned the other day, I might create some haters, but I'm going to give the gesso another try, just because of the inspiration that I got from Toni. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. My throat's a bit dry. I didn't bring any something to drink to just wet my throat. I might need to go and do that before I actually start with this project. Yeah, so I'm going to retry. She's given me the encouragement to retry the gesso. I loved what she did when she heated the gesso. I knew it did this, but I thought I had made a mistake. But actually, you know, again, mistakes. Are they learning? Can you fix it? Can you reuse it? Absolutely. So I think that was just so awesome that I'm going to give it another try. My other inspiration comes from Natasa at Treasure Books. She did whimsical art houses quite a while ago. I will link both of these videos. I'll link Toni's and Natasha's videos in my description. I'm also going to encourage you to head over to Maggie and Debs. Their handles will also be in my description. Alright, so my two inspirations, Toni and Natasha. Yeah, so as you can see, my desk is super crazy. Let me put my pencil away because I'm finished talking with my pencil. Alright, so some of the stuff that I've gotten out, I've got my gesso, I've got my mazina, I've got some of my own paints from my dot arting. I'm going to use Cape Verde, Stallion, Scotch Heather Amherst Fog. Let's see, I've got a spatula, I've got a teaspoon, I've got a palette, I've got some lace, which I dug out of my little jar. I have got 2 stencils, a brick one and like a cobblestone one. I went into my scraps, my scrap folder, one of my scrap folders, and I just pulled out a few bits and pieces of cardstock and cuts off and shiny stuff, and yeah, so those are the materials I'm using. Other thing that I'm going to also use more than likely is some distressed papers. Sorry guys, my throat is now so dry. Yeah, so this was a bubble technique that I used to distress this paper. This is my own alcohol inks that I've made from dried cokies, dried, I don't know, markers, and a placemat to get this effect. And also I actually just sprayed with a little bit of a coffee dye solution. This one as well. This one I think was towards the end of my coffee dye solution stuff with the placemat. So yeah, we'll use those later. So I'm just putting them out of the way because, like I said, my desk is a bit cray-cray. Alright, let me just go and get something to drink before I carry on. Alright, so I got my cool drink. Hopefully that will help. Yeah. So, what was I doing now? Sorry, in my house is just still, the kids are screaming and having fun. So, that's not a bad thing. Alright, so I've given my gesso a bit of a shake up. I don't know why, but I haven't removed the seal completely. And I just thought I would have a gap that there wasn't going to be any screaming. Sorry, guys. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little spatula thingy. Put some gesso in here. I've put out 2 because I want a brown and a grey. Ooh, I hope this is going to be enough. Let's see. I don't know what the ratio is. It's a guess thing, as always. It's an eyeball thing, as we do. Let's put a little bit more in each one. I think this is way too much, actually. I think I've put too much, but anyways, it's okay. We shall find other pieces of stuff to texturize. Let me just close up this. Oh my gosh, I need a wet wipe because now my hands are full of gesso. Wet wipes. Wet wipes. Good stuff. Wet wipes. Okay, right. Now I'm going to use a bit of my Mazzina to give it some texture. I really don't know how much to put in, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a total eyeball experiment. Remember that corn flour does generally thicken things up, so I'm expecting this to be quite thick. And I think Toni just mixed it with normal acrylic paint. She didn't use gesso, she used acrylic paint. Let's get this out the way as well. So I've got more space on my table. Let's give this a little bit of a swirl. Oh, and before I do that, let me add some... Oh, what a mess, guys. Sorry, paint is going everywhere. Let me add some of my stallion paint to this one. Obviously, the white gesso is going to make it... a little bit lighter than what I wanted, but that's okay. We use what we have. Let's give a good squirt in there. These are my teaching paints, so happy to use them because else they just get stale and separate. Okay, so that was the stallion. Let's give that a bit of a mix and let's see what color comes out. have to try and make it a little bit darker. Come on, quite like almost terracotta. Quite interesting. Oh, guys, today, I don't know, they're on fleek, these two. And also I've got my gardener here and my cleaning lady here. Fridays are usually quite noisy and busy, but I carry on because sometimes we just need a bit of sanity. And this is my sanity, strangely enough. I think maybe I could even put a little bit more Maizena in here. And I definitely think I want a bit more of this stallion, so I'm actually just going to open it up like this because it feels like now the nozzle's a bit stuck. Ooh, okay, maybe not that much. Geez, like I'm going to have enough texture paste to do at least a couple of projects at this rate. Just want to give this a real good mix. It's looking a bit better. It's a little bit darker. I think I'm definitely going to put a little bit more Maizena in there. Nerves. I'm going to put a little bit more in this one as well, because if this one's needing more, I'm sure that one's going to need more. Let's try that. Let's give that a good stir. Oh, that's quite nice. It's getting lovely and thick. Toni did mention though with the cornflower stuff that hers was almost like frosting, so that's kind of what I'm going for. Sorry, I'm having to speak louder and louder over these kids who are screaming for their ancestors. My husband made this comment the other day. We were out at the shops and he sent me a message saying, listen, please, he's going into a Zoom meeting. Please can we bear that in mind, because his grandchildren like to scream for their ancestors. Okay, look, I think it could go a bit thicker, but I don't want to end up with so much texture paste that I don't know what to do with it. But I'll definitely find some other bits and pieces to texture paste, I'm sure, because I've got plenty of scraps. I think that's good. Right, I'm going to mix the other one off camera just to save a bit of time, but just so that you can get the idea in the process of it. I think that's quite good. Happiness. Alrighty, so what I did as well is I put a bit of bicarb in the brown one to give it more of a gritty feeling. Toni does do this in her video. So again, just pop over to Toni and go and have a look and see what different texture pastes she made. So she made one with bicarb and one with cornflower, cornstarch, whatever you want to call it, Maizena. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I want the brick on this yellow. So, and I called this a spatula. It's a palette knife, I guess. So just give that a bit of a spread on there. A little bit more. I'm hoping to be able to make at least 2 on camera with you, so we'll just see how it goes. I'm a bit nervous about using these stencils as well, because in the past I've had it that whatever I'm scraping on top kind of leaks underneath a bit. Oh, I don't know if I really like that. Alright, and I just wanted to mention as well, yes, I've just, my art room is my sanctuary. And that's not to say that I don't love my family. I love them very much. I love having the laughter in my house. I love the fun and games. So don't get me wrong, I do love it. But it's a bit frustrating when you're trying to record. But it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, this is my home. This is who I am. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. I'm trying to spread this out nicely. I want to get quite a big area done. These are definitely going to go into Grenadilla's journals as well. That's the next thing I really need to focus on, is actually getting those signatures organized and sorted. So I'm going to spend a bit of time on that as well, I think, over the weekend. So there will be more videos. It's okay. It's okay. It will do. Like I was saying, this is not the effect that I want. I've got to learn. I've got to hone this technique. I think that's what the main thing is here, is just doing it more often and honing its technique. I think that will be good. But it doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't. I think it will still do its trick. Right. More noise. I'm going in with my heat gun. I don't know what to do with this now. I'm just holding it in my hand. I'm going to just put it in my dustbin for now. But then I'm going to throw it away. I need to clean it off. I'm going in with my heat gun. Okay, so I wanted to just tell you what's happening here. It's sort of like poofing. It's poofing up, which is kind of what I wanted. But I kind of almost wanted to blister, which it's not doing. But we'll keep going. We'll just keep going. Okay, I'm going to leave it there like that for now. A few places it did bubble very nicely. Let me just see if I can get the effect. Can you see it's a bit 3D? Like so over there it bubbled quite nicely. Over here it hasn't really. It's okay. It's okay. It's texture. It's texture. That's what we want. Alright, now I want to make like a bit of a cobblestone effect as well. I'm just deciding which piece I want. I'm going to do this one. Let's get this wipe off. I'm going to use so many wet wipes, I can see this. Oh, I need a new wet wipe. Oh, and I've just thrown it in. Silly bitty. It's okay, it's okay. Why are we so hard on ourselves? Oh my gosh. You shouldn't have to be so hard on yourselves when you're having fun. Messy play, like Toni said, messy play. I swear I've gotten this stuff on my face now as well. I'm going to have to go and have a good bath after this. Alright, let's do some cobblestone. Wonderful messy play. Uh-oh. Civil rivalry has started at such a young age. Oh boy. Ooh, the TV's been turned off. Maybe it's good that they just go outside again and have a good play outside. They did have some playtime outside earlier on this morning. Okay. Let's remove this. Let's hope it's done a bit of a better job. No, not really. Okay, guys. Maybe it's my technique. Like I said, maybe it's just something that I need to practice. If you spot me doing anything out of, you know, which doesn't look right, please let me know. Help me to fix this technique or whatever I might be doing wrong that is kind of bleeding underneath. It's okay, but it doesn't look too bad. I think it still looks pretty awesome. I'm going to pause, I'm going to dry this, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so I just did another one off camera just to show you. I'm so super impressed with this. I just don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but look at that. That's the kind of effect that I was hoping for on the bricks, but the cobblestones look just so amazing. I'm super impressed with that. I'm quite happy. That one turned out, I think this one turned out the best. It really did. So these ones just poofed up a bit. That's about it. I really wanted that sort of bubbliness on this, so maybe it had to do with putting the bicarb in. So maybe just the Mazzino should have just done its thing. Right, on with it. Let us make our first whimsical house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a sort of shape, any shape that you want. Make this one very wobbly on this side. Alright, there we go. There's my house shape. Am I going to keep this for another scrap? No, because I'm trying to reduce my scraps in this project as well. So I had actually initially tissue napkin Mod Podge this, and I was so indecisive which side am I going to use. So anyways, it's just a bit about that. So randomly cutting out a shape. There we go. There's my second little house. House shape, cool. Right. So I wanted to use these as like little cobblestone walkways. That's kind of where my thought pattern was going with these. which is a little bit different from what Natasha did on her videos. I'm going to just set these aside for now because, like I said, it's not something that Natasha did do on hers, but I want to include in mine. So now I'm going, hold on, let me try that again. Now I'm going to create a little roof for my little house. So, that'd be enough if I do it that way. It's a bit of hang off. And again, I'm just going to maybe curve this a little bit. And then I am going to make a random sort of shape for the roof. Try not to overthink this because this, yes, you can get overthoughts on this, and the whole idea is not to overthink this too much. That's quite cute. Yes, I like it. Yes, I am going to keep this piece though. For the roof of the other one, let me just find my other piece of paper that I had out for this project. This one, a little piece cut out of it already. Let me see. You know what, we can even incorporate these punched out flowers shapes, right? That could be quite cute. So let's go like this. There we go. And again, I'm going to give it a bit of a squiggly line here at the bottom. It's quite cute. Alright, now I shall ink edges. Let's ink edges. Let's get out the good old shoe polish and my art towel. Art towel. Let's get this thing activated again because I haven't used it in a couple of days. There we go. That's very nice. Go ahead with that, and I'm just going to ink the edges. There we go. Ink my roof. We love inking, inking the edges. Sorry, I'm just singing to pass the time here. I hope you like my little song. I'm kidding. Oh, it's a bit thin there, but we'll make it work. Main thing is that we are using our scraps. What better way to use the scraps? I'm going to just try and ink the inside of those flowers a bit. And this flower. And this flower. Oh, you hear it's quiet now. We'll call that a little sunroof. Why not? Yeah, I'm liking that very much. Alright. For now, I'm actually going to stick these little roofs on. Just going to measure about whereabouts I want to put my glue. finally refilled my little glue pot here. So it's just got Pernell glue in it, because it was a little bit too watery for my liking. So just kind of topped it up really. Because like I said, I wanted to do something else today, and I was using it last night for the something else. And then I filled it. And then I watched Toni's video, and I was so super inspired by Toni's video that I shall do what I wanted to do today on another day. I'm sure that will be perfect. I think that will do. Give that a good stick down. Let's put some glue on this one. I've got a kind of overhang, so I don't want to put too much glue on those edges there, because it does actually kind of overhang. Let's stick this one. It kind of looks like a hat now. We'll put its hat on. Oh, look at that. You can even, I forgot about that. They don't have to be straight. You can put them at an angle. Gives it a bit of a character. Could have done that with this one. Let me see if I can still do that. No, we'll just leave that one straight. Okay, cool. What I do want to do, sorry, excuse me, I'm with my dry throat. Let me have some juice. I just want to grab out another paintbrush. I think I'm going to go for a baby fan. Have a sip of juice. And then what I wanted to do is kind of dry brush over these bricks to give them a bit of character, more texture. So, what I'm going to do, this is the Scotch Heather. It's a little bit lighter than the Amherst Fog. Just put a little bit in there. Dry brush technique. And sort of just give that even more texture. Right? Texture. I think that is doing something. Yeah. That looks quite sweet. Give the bricks a little bit more of a look to them. This one I don't know how well it's going to work out, because like I said, that texture paste just bled underneath my stencil. And like I said, please, some positive criticism would be great. Tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can learn, so I can fix it. Or is it just that I just need to play a little bit more with this and just hone my technique? Because, like, what am I doing wrong? There we go. Oh, I didn't ink this one. Oh, silly Billy. I'll ink it just now. While I've got this out, let me grab the cobblestones. I want to give them a little bit of a mossy look. Oh, and I hate mixing paints, but I'm going to. Oh, my nerves. Yeah, that is so cute. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Mossy cobblestones. Ah, so clever. It actually doesn't look half bad with the bit of grey mixed in with it. that looks so amazing. Let me do this one while it's out. I'm actually going to some paint. Like I said, just like, oh, mixing the paints. It's okay, it's okay. This is giving such an awesome effect. Oh my gosh. Super impressed with that. And again, we're giving it that little bit of extra texture and dimension to this. So I'm very impressed with myself, if I do say so myself. That's looking great. Ha, 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 ha. Yes, yes, love it. Let's get this up and we can carry on building these little houses. Oh my gosh, I need to clean my stuff. And I didn't even bring water to clean my brushes. Look at that, look at that. Ah, doesn't that just look so cute? I'm super impressed with this one. Alright, let me ink this little housey up because I forgot to ink its sides. Let's hope I can get in there. Let's get in there. And then also what I'm going to do is just a bit of this. I'm just very lightly going over it. Okay, let me do the same on this one. Love me. Yeah, happy, 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 happy. Right. Okay, now let's make some windows and doors with the other bitsies that I have, which are now all over my table. Those are garden parts. I thought for this one we could maybe give it like a nice little shiny door. So I see it's cut there already. Oh, and this is actually sticker paper. What do you know? I don't think this is going to ink up very nicely though. We can try. We won't know unless we try. Not really. Maybe what I will do then is I will just take my permanent marker. Permanent marker. That one. Scrap paper. Scrap paper. I'm going to use my notes from today. My shout outs. Give it a bit of an edge. Mom's being the drill sergeant. Oh my goodness. These kids. Okay, let's make this like a double door. I'm just going to draw a squiggle line through there, because why not? And I'm going to draw some little door handles on it. And just to show that you can give texture to anything, I'm going to give like a little bit of this to make like it's a little wooden door. Because today you're doing texture. So just to show that you don't actually need texture paste and stuff, you can use anything to give anything a texture. It's a very shiny little door. Alright, going to glue my door on there. No, I'm not going to take it off its backing and stick it down. I am going to leave the backing on. I didn't even know this was a sticker thing. Put the little door there. That is so cute. It is so cute. I'm loving it. Right, now I'm going to make like little windows from other bitsies and cuts off that I have. Also, I'm just going to like sort of randomly cut a bit of a shape out. Ink the edges before we forget to ink edges again. How cute, how cute. It's coming along so nicely. I'm so super impressed, very impressed. I had more of this lying around, but I don't know where I put it now. Oh yeah, I got it, you see. They are so cute. As soon as you put the windows on, I promise you, the windows and the doors, Natasha's right, they kind of get like these little faces. Definitely have like a face going here. That's very sweet, man. And depending where you put them, like their facial expressions kind of change. I mean, look at that, right? And if I put it down here, and if I turn it inwards a little bit, I'll put it the other way around. So again, just audition your pieces and see what makes them look even more sort of whimsical. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to go ahead and stick those down now. Stick that one there. I think that is so cute, man. This is turning out lovely. Another one. Just play around again until it kind of... There we go. Right, now I pulled out some lace. I don't know if this one's going to be just too big. That is so cute. I'm loving it. I absolutely love that. Even though it doesn't go all the way to the end. I like it. I like it. I like it. Cloth glue. Oh, it's stuck again. With all of its glue snot. I'm going to just put a dab of this along here. And I guess you're wondering, like, you said you were going to do some sewing. Yes, I am. I shall be getting there as soon as I have laid down the basics of this. Where does this blue fluff come from all of a sudden? Ew. I think I've got enough glue on there. This is so cute, man. Okay, I think also it needs an upstairs room and a chimney. What do you think? Even though, yes, I remember I actually did two different things on this. So let's make a upstairs window on the one side. Maybe I'll make it a nice big room. Am I off screen? Sorry, I am. I'm going to use the bubble side of this because, like I said, the one side's got like a bubble effect, and the other side has just got a rust dye distress look to it. Okay, get that up. Upstairs room, and let's make a chimney. Let's go like that. How about that? Yes, 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 love it. Ink it up. Also, what I'm going to do is give it a draw on effect. drawn on bricks and textured paste bricks. I think this shall suffice. Right, let's draw some bricks down here. Again, giving it a bit of texture just by using a pen. Happiness. This one, kind of wanted to have a bit of like a bit of a burglar bar situation. It's nice South Africanism coming out. I'm kidding. Yeah. Does it look crappy now? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have given it burglar bars. Maybe we can do like a squirrely thing in here. I don't know what I'm doing. That will do. I think also I am actually just going to do this on the edge. Just give it a bit more of a border. Slight border. I think that looks better. Alright, let's do those on. Again, you could give it like a little bit of a curtain look if you really wanted to. Let me see what other lace I have. I had this piece here. We're going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do that on there. Cloth glue. I'm actually just going to put the cloth glue here. Why not? Guys, I hope you are watching and enjoying this as much as I am. I'm even going to let the lace just hang there. I'm quite happy with that. Just want to still make sure I've got space for my chimney. Yeah. Just get rid of that glue snot. Glue everywhere. Let's give our chimney a little bit of a stick down. I've put glue where I shouldn't have put glue, which is also just okay. Okay. There we go. Little chimney. Right. Now I want the cobblestones, which are where? Put them aside. With a little moss. Oh, look at that. Yes. I think that is super cute. I'm happy. I'm going to glue this. If you're wondering why I'm not using my hexaglue glue, is because I'm going to sew this in a jiff. I know I've been promising this sewing thing. A couple of axes. excess off. Like that. I was thinking about putting some extra little pieces up on the house, but no. Right. I want to pick the edge of that as well, just so it can stand out a bit. There we go. I want to give it a little garden path as well, but I'm thinking maybe I need to draw that in brown, not black. I've done the black already, so just for easy sake, I'm going to make like a little windy path, and maybe just highlight some of these little cobblestones. And give it some more texture, because that is what today is about, right? Texture. I feel like those kiddies programs. The word of the day is texture. Just kidding, guys. Yeah. That I'm quite happy with. Right, I'm going to do the other one off camera, and then we will finally get to the sewing. I added just those little tidbits there to show you that you can even make more of a texture, because yeah, I was doing things off camera and I thought I must share that with you. Okay, on with the sewing. Yay, finally the sewing. Let me get my sewing machine going, get this out. Oh my gosh, this is all, how did it get stuck there? Oh my word. Okay, extra light for my sewing machine so I can actually see what I'm doing. Stretching over. Okay, right, sewing. I'm not going to change the color of my thread. I'm going to leave it this dusty pink color that I have in here already. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew some things. Where am I going to sew? Because we're going to sew around the whole thing eventually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the door a little bit. If I can find my pressure foot. Where do you go? What am I on? Oh, I'm on a funny zigzag. Oh, let's lift you up again. I think I'm just going to go for standard straight stitch. This way. It is very thick. That's okay. Take that out. I'm just keeping an eye on my bottom here because I know it's going to run out at some point. Let's go mini zigzag, and let's try and sew it in a circle. Not quite. Oh, it's gotten a bit stuck there. So, pull that out. Am I going to attempt that itty bitty one? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to sew on the little garden path that I made. I use the zigzag again. It's not showing up too well, but it's okay. It's okay. This one I didn't put any lace on it. I'm going to put some lace on it. Sort of like a last minute thing. Oh well. Woo. Should glue it down a bit, but hey, we're here, we're at the sewing machine. Let's just go for it and hope for the best. Come on now. No, maybe a bit of glue will help. I'm going to go with my cloth glue because it dries nice and quickly. Not too much because else my needle gets all gummy. Okay. Last minute things. Oh, I dropped my lace now. See. Oh, come on now. Bigger stitch. 1, 2, 6 there. Do right, so cut off the excess, just trim it like that, add a bit of a trim, there we go. So the next one, really big zigzag stitch, I'm going to put over here. To cut that off because it's irritating me. Let's do another stitch across this piece of lace. I want to sew around the door. Straight stitch around the door. It's going to be super thick again. Oops, I went off the door. Who says a straight stitch has to end up being a straight stitch? I did 3 wiggly lines there. Okay, where else do we want to sew? I think I'm going to sew around this little window just because I can. Bend this over a little bit so I can get it back through my machine here. That's okay, just squish it flat. Okay, there we go. I think, for the most part, I am happy with it. Could have gone in with darker thread, but that's okay. Oh, and yes, I want to just sew the path on again. Zigzag. Side, almost done. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, I'm not switching off my machine because I'm going to use it again. What I do want to do though is just snip off these things. You'll notice that I didn't backward stitch. There is method to my madness. These bitsies, come on now. Cut off all of those. Those off and here. And around here, come on. Oh, there's still, no, there isn't. This one is just snip, snip, and this snip, snip. That's how those snips already. Snip, snip, snip. Okay. I think I have gotten all of those threads off. Yep, happiness. Alright, so I don't know if you can see the stitching around the door. I just went once around there, some stitching down there, stitch that on. Here I went a few times around just to give it a bit of character, just like I did with the door. Can you see it? Okay, cool. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go back to this paper. I love this paper. Oh, it's gorgeous, it's gorgeous, it's gorgeous. I love, love, love it. Okay. Right, now I'm just going to go in with my glue stick. You'll see I'm not doing a fantastic job because I am going to sew around the whole thing once I have this on this piece. Oh, which side, guys? I think think I like that side. There we go. That will also give you writing space, right? Okay, that one aside. Let me grab another piece of paper. I'm going to do this bit of paper. And again, which side do I use? I don't know. I think we've still got some threads here. Let me just deal with these threads too. Okay, threads out the way. Thank you very much. If you're not going to sew around, I suggest that you actually use some sort of very stable glue and make sure that you glue right up to those edges. Oh, it looks just so gorgeous like that on the page. Oh my gosh. I like it. I like it a lot. Right. I'm going to just go straight on with the sewing. Let's put the sewing machine back. Come on, sewing machine. It's rather heavy, but yeah. Straight stitch. Pressure foot. It's running away from me. Come on. I'm trying to sew right on the edge. Okay, let's just come up with one. There we go. Give it a bit of a turn. Slow and steady. There's lots of turning in this. Chimney. You could sew right through the chimney if you really wanted to, but I'm doing this because I didn't do my edges too well. Concentration. Please don't tell me I've run out of bobbin. No, I haven't. To be honest, it doesn't like the texture paste too much. Come on. We're almost at the end. Then do it, little machine. Go, 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 go. I know you're not liking it, but go. Okay, right. I'm going to sew the other one off camera to save time, because I'm sure this video is super long and I'm kind of still in that 330 mode, and I'm finding a lot of the ladies are still, but we're not doing 330. Okay, so those are now backed nicely, and you can just cut them out, right? And then we've got all of this gorgeous paper to put back into our scrap pile, right? Fun. It's okay. I think I know what I'm going to do with these scrappies. Was what I wanted to do today, but didn't do today. Right, so just cut these out. I might even use my smaller scissors. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. Just keep going. So guys, if you've stuck with me this far, thank you so much. Thank you so much for still being here with me. I know this video is going to be super long. I know it's noisy. I know lots of things. Right at the end, and I think I'm going to mention this in my next video at the beginning rather, but I just wanted to give you a bit of update on my channel, which I'll do once I'm finished concentrating and cutting this out. I've got a pen handy and another scrap piece of paper handy. Yeah. Oh, I think these turned out so cute. I'm super impressed with these. Okay, so I have made mine rather large. Obviously, you can make yours smaller if you so wish. The idea is to use your scraps. Use up your bitsies that you got, right? Cuteness. But then another scrap pile. Yeah, so you can make them smaller. Obviously, Grand's journal is quite large, so I'm quite happy with the size. Look at that. Nice writing space. This one, let me just quickly cut this one out for you guys. I don't want to cut my sewing because some places I did actually go off my projects a bit, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. This, I think I might have to just, yeah, smaller scissors. Let's get in here. Come on now. Okay, that was okay. Guys, what's for dinner tonight? I actually don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but last night Zoe made those homemade pizzas. Oh, yum. We love Zoe pizzas. So that was really nice, because I forgot to tell you yesterday what we were having for dinner. So yesterday pizza. Today, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what has been taken out or decided, but no later, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. The concentration is real. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't actually cut my stitching, because that won't be good. But you have to go quite close to the edge of the page, obviously, especially if you haven't stuck it down properly. I mean, I I could have kind of shadow cutted this as well. I could have shadow cut this as well, but you know, to leave a bit of this beautiful paper on the background, but it's okay. We're doing this. Yeah, I really went off here, but I don't want to cut that stitching. That's okay. Beautiful whimsical house. Last little bit of thing that we need to do is ink the edges. Let me reactivate this again because it's not coming out so nicely. Oh, look at that. Now there's a splot in there. Oh well, we'll pretend that that was intentional. It's texture. I'll just pretend it's texture. I'm going to really grunge this up quite a bit. Oh, a bit too much. Wow, that is getting very grungy. Getting there, getting there. I think that will do. And that little spot, oh well, it's there now. There was a bit of gun. I just want to go around here again because obviously I didn't cut it all flush because of the sewing. So here we go. One whimsical house done. Wow, this is taking some time. Almost done, almost done. Woo! Done. Okay, so yeah, if you've come this far, thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate you spending some time with me in making texture and whimsical houses and using our scraps for scrap timber. Woohoo! We love scrap timber. I'm really thoroughly enjoying scrap timber and making things for Grand's journal. But I really need to work on those signatures. I have to work on those signatures so I can start putting things inside. Okay, that admin that I was talking about, and I shall do this again on the beginning of my next video because it was silly to wait until now. Right, I've changed my handle. My handle used to be at Candace Herald, no space. It is now at Candy's Crafty Creations. Capital, 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 no apostrophe. That is my new handle. Alright, I just decided let me make everything cohesive, and yeah, because also I prefer to be called Candy or Cans, but not Candace, because I feel like I'm being shouted at when people call me Candace. So Cans is fine, Candy's fine, love it. Guys, my new handle for YouTube. Yeah, again, thank you so much for sticking this far with me. I really appreciate you all. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments. Please remember to like and share and subscribe. Please remember my friends Maggie and Debs. I shall put their handles in my description as well. Go over to their pages, tell them hi, and be a part of this beautiful and awesome community that we have. Yeah, again, big thank you to Toni and Margaret for this wonderful open collaboration that I think we all are thoroughly enjoying so far. I believe tonight it is Margaret's turn to do a video, so they're like alternating videos, which is really cool as well. Yeah, other than that, I hope that you have a fabulous weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. Friday, Friday, Friday. Yay, yay. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye for now.